Justin, what was the mindset after the Georgia game, or was it different from after the Florida game?
I think we went into it after the game. We was proud of ourselves. We were still sad at the same time that we lost. We know we gave it our all, so we was kind of satisfied, but not at the same time.
What were the positives that you draw from that game?
That we can play a whole 60 minutes and we can play with anybody in the country if we just play hard and keep our head in the game.
Did you feel that confident going into the game at Georgia?
I think so. I think everybody had their head on level. Even when Tyler made a mistake, he'll be the one trying to pick up everybody, and we'll try to do the same to him. So everybody was just team oriented.
In that fourth quarter, how confident were you when you got those possessions? You had 3 different possessions. Were you really confident you would go down and score against Georgia?
Oh yeah, I was like, we can do this. Like it's not hard. They're not putting too much pressure on Tyler. Every chance we got, we was down. We just had that motivation to go back and score and just bring the game closer.
Justin, were they putting more of a blanket on you than you had seen, or were they just more effective at doing that stuff? Because they were playing their safeties really deep.
Yeah, I think so. I think most of the time they had their safety about 30 yards deep, just trying to stop the deep ball any way they can, and just to have somebody under us, like a man, like cover 2 man, just trying to spawn them and see people.
Was that different than what you had? I mean, been seeing?
Yeah, basically some teams just try to press, some bail out, but I haven't seen this year that somebody just keep playing over the top the whole game.
How frustrating was it when even on the pass to when CP was supposed to throw to you? I know the play worked out for a touchdown, but they were even covering you deep on that.
Yeah, it wasn't frustrating. I know he just came out, made a good play and a good decision. I wasn't mad at all. I was happy that he did that. Just, like either way, it could have been a pick or something like that. He turned into a touchdown, so I was real proud.
You weren't surprised you weren't open on the?
Nah, we had a couple plays like that. They just stayed back there and wouldn't let anything go in deep. So.
Have you ever played against safeties that played 30 yards deep?
I have in high school.
I
played with that all the time, so I guess it was like a high school game. I already knew how it was going to be, and I knew like my other receiver was going to be open just because of that.
What was the deepest you had seen safeties play up until Georgia?
About 25 yards off. Yeah, that didn't surprise me.
Do you expect teams to do that more moving forward?
You know, they're going to look at the film just like every other team, so people got different schemes, so I'm not expecting it.
Do you think that helped the running game?
I think so, because the safety played so far off. When they got to the running back, he was about 10 yards deep already.
Because they can't do anything in run support if they're that far back.
No, they just worried about the pass, trying to stop the pass, and ended up having a good running game.
Justin, what's the focus needs to be this week?
Just getting better at basically our technique, just trying to get better at things we really need to work on.
How do you prepare your mind? I mean, normally you're getting ready to play somebody. Saturdays, this week is nobody. So how do you stay focused in practice all week?
We're just going into it just like we have a game this week. Practice is going to be the same. We're going to go hard in practice, have game plans just the way we would, just focusing on the next game next week, just pretend like this game this week.
Justin, how valuable is Zach to not only just you guys in the meeting room, but also his production on the field?
Good, you know, he's going to be there. Like, I think he had like the most catches this game. He was there where we needed him to be. He helped us out a lot.
Tyler seemed pretty emotional after the game as a teammate and a friend, and so, you know, fellow classmate of his. Just what do you do when you see a buddy that down after a game?
I go to him. You know, I'm like one of his best friends, so I go to him, talk to him, make sure he's all right. I don't want him keeping his head down or anything like that. But he's a good kid, so he's gonna bounce right back.
2 more guys.
Justin, how frustrated do you get when you go through a game? I know a lot of guys, 3 catches or whatever, it's a pretty good game. But for you, sometimes you've had the 6, 8, 9 catch games. Do you have to fight frustration during those games?
I really didn't. I wasn't really frustrated the whole game at all. As long as my team was doing good, I was just real happy that we were moving the ball. Even though with 3 catches, my other team was doing good. They was getting catches and stuff.
So you don't like to do the receiver stuff and going back and saying, "Come on, man, right here." You do stuff like, "Hey, look," throwing your hand up like, "Dude, I got it."
I'll tell the quarterback, and he'll see it on film. So just like I said, as long as the team is doing good and we're moving the ball downfield, I don't really care if I have a catch or not, as long as we win.